People of New Orleans, don't come into this one expecting Dustin Poirier to walk away with this one unscathed. If he does get the win, it's going to be tough. Either way, for both men, this is an incredible fight. I don't know if it's the main event of UFC 318. It just might be. It's scheduled for 5 rounds. Both of these guys are very experienced at going for 5 rounds. That won't be a problem.
Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier is officially underway, and the world of MMA is going crazy. With respect, history, and big time on the line, all bundled into a thrilling fight, legends and experts everywhere are amped up. Let's dissect the intense hype, the daring predictions, and the tactical mind games leading into this war. Joe Rogan ignited the spark on what's becoming a monumental battle between two of the greatest fighters of the UFC. With Holloway versus Poirier confirmed, the MMA universe erupted. Rogan didn't merely release the news, he couched it as one that will etch legacy. Fans went on social media, videos flooded timelines, and the stage was set. Holloway, the granite-chinned featherweight machine, now once again faces the perpetually dangerous Dustin Poirier. Their previous bout left spectators gasping, and now with developed skill sets and even greater appetites, the rematch is set to be one for the ages.
Max Holloway might be the #1 guy for fights in the stands.
I think Poirier's fighting again.
Yes, Poirier's going to fight Max Holloway, right?
Ooh, that's a hot one.
It's the last fight of his career, right? That's in
Poirier?
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted one more, and he wanted a legend.
On a must-listen podcast segment featuring Holloway himself, Rogan went deep, and that's when Max dropped the secret that's allowed him to remain upright in the pocket all these years. It's not luck, it's science. Holloway described how he interprets subtle body language, such as shoulder rolls, hip turns, and hand positions, to prevent clean damage. He stressed that anticipation and angles have been his secret armor. Joe, visibly awed, added that this level of recognition is the reason Max is still in his prime after countless wars. The epiphany turned heads. Max doesn't brawl, he computes.
Someone either has a good chin or they don't have a good chin.
Yeah.
But you're not getting hit clean a lot. One of the things that you do a lot is you roll with shots. You're very good at rolling with shots. When you're getting hit, and I see you turning your face. I see you taking some steam off of a lot of shots, and your style is it's a fun style to watch, but it's also a nightmare to deal with. You're switching stances, you're constantly cutting angles. Like the volume that you put on Justin, like when Justin was having a hard time catching to you, it was very evident early on that you were on it.
Islam Makhachev quickly joined in, providing a more pinpoint tactical perspective from the eyes of a champion. In an interview, he broke down Dustin's tendencies and revealed where he thinks Poirier is weakest. Islam thinks Dustin's flaws are his responses to lateral movement and high-pressure striking. Holloway, with his volume and speed, might take advantage of those flaws if he keeps Poirier off balance. Islam commented that Dustin's guard tends to collapse when he gets pulled into crazy exchanges. Coming from a guy who's battled with best strikers in the world, this lapse of defense gave an extra layer of mystery, implying Holloway could possibly have the ideal form for an upset.
Against him, I just have to defend my neck from his guillotine, and that's it. He is a legend, you know. He have good striking, his bad points, his wrestling and grappling, but he have good guillotine. My fight style, it's bad for Dust because I think best boxing in this sport in my division Dustin had, because he beat everybody.
Holloway, listening to Rogan's and Islam's comments, provided his own thoughts on the previous fight against Poirier. With the cool disposition of a grizzled veteran, he explained that Knight taught him things he's gone on to use to hone every aspect of his game. He didn't make excuses, just commitments. He vowed that this time around he'll set the pace, keep his edge, and remind everyone what Prime Holloway actually looks like. Though still complimenting Poirier on his toughness, Max left no doubt this won't be the same narrative. If Dustin's anticipating the same fighter in their previous encounter, he has a surprise coming.
How do you see this one playing out?
I mean, he's only, I'm 0-2 against him, you know what I mean? And then Hawaii is 3, he's 0-3 against him because Jans fought him too, so. Yeah, he fought Jans in Louisiana, actually. I kind of just got told that from one of our coaches, so I was like, man, we gotta get this back, bro. Hawaii gotta get one, bro.
Yes.
Hawaii gotta get one, you know what I mean? And it's the BMF title, and I keep hearing people say if he wins, then they take the title away and they retire the title. So I'm like, bro, this ain't happening.
It's your title.
Yeah, this ain't happening yet. So at the end of the day, I'm good friends with Korean Zombie. I retired one legend. You know what I mean? So, hopefully we can keep the ball rolling on retirements, and I can get this one.
Awesome. Thank you, Max.
However, neither of the two men have allowed the bout to become personal despite the hype. Max and Dustin enjoy an unusual type of rivalry, founded on respect for one another and cemented through combat. The interviews, face-offs, and interactions online have been professional, even cordial at times. Max credited Dustin as being one of the classiest fighters in the game, and Dustin felt the same way. It's the sort of fight where both fighters can fight to the death and then hug it out afterwards. No trash talk, just two pure warriors doing what they do best.
Hey, your dad's a champion, brother. All right, Rush?
I'm fine.
Your dad's fine. He's good. Max just gave me his gloves for the good fight.
What? Really? That's thank you. Where's he at?
You wanna go talk to him? The second room to the left. He's getting stitched up. He's busted up pretty bad.
No. What you guys doing is so great. What Dustin's doing, congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you guys baby too. Beautiful daughter.
Thank you. Your son is he's so precious.
Thank you. You guys be safe now.
Thanks.
Thank you, Dustin, again, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
Great fight. You can take it, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Good night. I like what he's doing. Hey, Dustin's a real champ outside the octagon. Good fight. Better than that. Tell me, brother.
Dustin did the high road as well, reaching into the history he and Max have. He spoke about how their lives intersected in the early days of their careers, and the respect that has only intensified since. From their early fights in the UFC to the fan favorites with cult followings, each man has reflected the other's arc in grit and development. Dustin reflected on the wars they've both shared, observing how few fighters can speak to that level of pain and resilience. For him, this isn't about beef, it's about legacy and respecting the journey that got them here.
He was like I was his first fight in the UFC. He took the fight on short notice. I was supposed to fight Ricardo Lamas, then I was gonna fight Ronnie Yaya. Both guys got hurt somehow, and Max filled in. He was like 20 or 20, he's super young. This was, I think, 13 years ago. But I didn't know a whole lot about him. I couldn't find footage. He only had a few pro fights. But obviously, for the right reason, they brought him in. He's a legend.
As fight night approaches, fighters and pundits alike are offering their opinions, and the buzz is reaching another stratosphere. Michael Bisping has just joined the chorus, labeling it one of the most compelling stylistic bouts in recent history. He commended both fighters for never shying away from a fight and pointed out how this conflict has a good shot at being fight of the year material. The hype is so palpable, even the casual viewers are paying attention. Bisping reminded everyone that there is no sure winner in this fight, only surefire crackers.
People of New Orleans, don't come into this one expecting Dustin Poirier to walk away with this one unscathed. If he does get the win, it's going to be tough. Either way, for both men, this is an incredible fight. I don't know if it's the main event of UFC 318. It just might be. It's scheduled for 5 rounds. Both of these guys are very experienced at going for 5 rounds. That won't be a problem.
Jamahal Hill seconded that opinion, deeming the fight one of the toughest to call in recent history. He stressed both men can win this in spectacular fashion, and that it will be a matter of whoever performs better under pressure. Hill noted Holloway's gas tank and Poirier's finishing skills in explosive fashion as the determining factors. In his own words, you blink, you miss it. That even experienced warriors are split on the result is a reflection of how tight and explosive this fight is proving to be.
I think the fight can go either way. They're just those guys that are always have that skill, have that level to where they always give themselves a chance.
Paddy Pimblett was not so coy though. He's going with Holloway. The British sensation told Max's cardio, volume, and level-headedness will wear down Poirier over the duration. Paddy supplemented that, though Dustin is potent early on, he's witnessed Max take in and get accustomed to fire previously. Max's work pace is too great for anyone other than Volkanovski, he believes. Max is gonna drown him, Paddy asserted confidently. It's a strong selection, and enthusiasts partaking in Paddy's all-action philosophy are singing his praises coming into the octagon.
Real quick on the Holloway Poirier fight, can you give us like a little bit of a breakdown for that? Like, who do you think walks away from that? Because Poirier's 2-0 against it.
I know, that's what I mean. Imagine it'd be heavy for Holloway that like if there's 2 different fighters who beat him 3 times.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Seen him say something like, he took a lot from me, he took me first give me my first loss, and he took away me like 8-fight win streak or whatever it was. So I'm gonna take his retirement fight. I think
That's cold.
Yeah,
That's tight.
I
Yeah.
think Holloway's motivated, like, and I can see Holloway winning. To be honest, don't know why. I think it's just one of them. Like, Dustin fighting in his hometown, his last fight. Everyone expects him to win. The pressure.
He picked Holloway too. Like he could have probably picked someone that was a little more favorable. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you know why? I think it's a bit more favorable because he's beat him twice, though.
On the opposite side, Chael Sonnen is not playing it down. He came out swinging with a firm opinion. This bout won't even be close. He maintained that Dustin's recent performances and outright brute power will overwhelm Holloway before the final bell. Sonnen wrote off Max after saying his toughness is a myth that can't continue forever. This is one-sided business, he stated. Whether you like it or not, Sonnen's remarks have poured gasoline on an already fierce firestorm of forecasts.
And Max is a pain in the ass for everybody, but not for nothing. They have done this fight twice. Once at this very weight class. And it was not competitive. That's just the truth. Off the top of my head, 4 rounds to 1. But it might have been 5 rounds to 0, and it just wasn't competitive for whatever was amongst those two guys, and it was purely boxing, but Dustin went right through him. So, to follow the rule of a guy that when he's going out has to pass the torch and doesn't go out on top, that rule is being broken to give him an opponent who we know he can beat.
This is a battle heated by history, defined by respect, and motivated by legacies hanging in the balance. Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier are stepping into a war, and the entire world is observing. If you're prepared for non-stop action, brutal emotion, and top-tier skill, then this one's for you. Subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analysis, expert insight, and fight night fallout you won't get anywhere else. Tune in, this one's going to be unforgettable.